Okay, Google reviews. We all love Google reviews, and to quickly go over where to set those up, and then I'll show you the process of how reviews work and they're handled. So we'll go to Settings. Under General, this is where you're going to want to put your Google review link, and so you would paste that in. There's a whole video on how to do this with the setup in terms of from Google directly, as well on our YouTube channel. But basically what you want to do is go to your My Google Business listing page, and there's going to be a section that says share my review form. Click that link and it's going to give you your link that you can paste in here, and that'll be directly to your Google reviews page, so you can paste that in there. So if you go to Google, type in Google My Business, and then log into your profile and click on the share my review form link, which is be on the main dashboard in Google as well. So once you have that set up, then you're going to want to basically enable under toggles and options. If you have it disabled, you're going to want to enable requests by default. So this option here is disable requests by default, and just make sure that that's set to no thanks. And that means that whenever you complete a job, for example, I'll show you here, we'll go to the calendar, and if we, let me edit this one to show you where that is. So here, don't ask for a review. You can always manually do this per job, but by default, if you have that where it's asking for reviews, the minute that you mark this job complete, it's going to, the system's going to wait a period of time just to make sure that you didn't have any phone call that there was an issue or something, and then it's going to ask for a review, and that happens. So if you hit complete on the job, the system's going to wait a little bit and then ask them for a review. Now, what does the review process look like? Because that's one of the key differentiators here in how we've been able to get over 500 five-star reviews for our shop in less than 2 years, and it's the process by which this is done. Of course, we do amazing work, but it also helps when you're handling your review processes properly instead of just having people go online and venting. If you get feedback from them, you can help make a situation better, you can fix whatever the issue is, and you can turn a negative review, or what would have been a negative review, into a positive one. So the customer will receive a text message as well as an email, depending on what you've saved in their profile, and it'll say something like this. We would love your feedback. Hello, Sean. You recently had an appointment for detailing on May 20th. We would love to get your feedback about our service. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If there's anything wrong during your recent service, please let us know so we can make things right and continue to improve our services. This will, of course, have your logo and your own business information, but this is just for testing purposes. So here's how the magic works. If they hit thumbs up, it takes them to your Google review page, right, where they can leave a review. Now let me just open that in a new tab, and I'll show you. So it's going to bring up our shop here, and boom. So it's going to ask for a review automatically. That's pretty awesome. As you can see here, our shop, we have 567 reviews, and that's in less than 2 years, which is pretty awesome. So now, what happens if they hit the thumbs down? You don't want to necessarily send them to your Google page, because then they're going to leave, possibly a nasty review, sometimes a false review where it was just a miscommunication, something like that. It's always better to work with your customer and try and fix the situation, because ultimately that's what you want. You want happy customers, so try and work with them and make them happy. So if they click this button instead of going to your Google page, it's going to go to a form and say, sorry, things weren't perfect. We want to make sure you're happy. Please give us some feedback about your experience so we can continue to improve, and we would love the opportunity to fix anything that wasn't right. Here's where they can type in all of their stuff, and then they can submit feedback. That's going to get sent directly to your email, and then you'll be able to follow up with the customer and try and work things out together. So this is a great way to handle your reviews. It's automated. The system follows up with them automatically, and by putting this fork in the road that sends positive reviews to your Google page and sends negative reviews to the right person to get the discussion going about how to make things better for the customer, that's the right way to handle reviews. It's the right way to handle the customer experience, I should say, because ultimately you want happy customers. Customers want to be happy with the service. So having that conversation, that dialogue, is a lot better than just venting or ranting online about it when it's not going to really accomplish anything. You're not going to be happy with the negative review. They're not going to be happy because their situation is not getting resolved, and so on and so forth. So this is the right way to handle handle reviews is to have the thumbs up go to the appropriate place where they can leave that great feedback, and then have the negative one go directly to you to actually do something about it, right? So that's how the reviews are handled in OrbisX, and it truly is amazing. And it's, like I said, it's helped our shop get to over 500 5-star reviews. So we're absolutely crushing the game with our quality. However, we're also crushing it with the systems that we put in place to manage the customer experience.